What's up, family? I don't know if y'all can see the crowd back there. I stepped away because it was kind of loud. Well, not kind of loud, but it was loud. We're at the end of the protest, actually. You can see there's still some people out there in the streets, actually sitting in the middle of the street in a standoffish type setting with the police. And this is City Hall, like right up in there. That's City Hall right there. And this is where the chief of police, Art Acevedo, is still talking to the people. The chief of police, Chief Acevedo, he's really like that out there, you know, with the people, walking in the streets with the people. So was the mayor. I don't think I've ever seen that, like a chief of police marching with the people who's actually protesting against police brutality. So I got to give him his props for at least trying. You know, Houston ain't perfect. You know, we got some situations right here, right now, as we speak. There's been about over half a dozen people that's been murdered in the Houston area in the last month. So we got work to do ourselves, but I think we understand that we're gonna go a lot further if we come together as opposed to being apart. This march today was really a march for solidarity. You know, a lot of people from all different ethnicities came together, you know, to protest police brutality. Now, as a black man, you know, I think I can say that I always, you know, look at the situation like, okay, we're in a tough situation being here in America where we're targeted for failure. Like, we're in a country that actually targets our group for failure. And so when one of us make it, and you know, and many millions of us have, you know, that means that we slip through the cracks because they got the traps out there for us. But it also means that we need allies. I mean, we start with ourselves, but man, you know, in any type of situation in life, you know, one can never have too many allies. Now, of course, there's always people out there going to try to take advantage of the situation and, you know, try to exploit the situation and all that type of stuff. But you root them out as you come along. But I would suggest that we be mindful that everybody don't have all the answers, you know, especially people that, you know, it's people that's black don't even have all the answers. So when you have, you know, non-black people trying to speak on these issues or whatever, they ain't gonna get it right all the time either. So I would say be patient with them just like we being patient with each other. Because a lot of us, we experience this stuff all the time and we ain't even got all the answers. So I'm not falling for the okie doke. Don't get me wrong. I'm not falling for the okie doke. I still said that, you know, despite the actions that the chief of police took today, he still needs to make sure that he hold his officers accountable. I ain't giving nobody a pass. And I mean nobody. Ain't nobody getting a pass. You know, the mayor was out here. I'm not falling for no okie doke in that regard either. You know, but like I say, you know, at least they stepped out. They did something that most won't do. Most of them won't even stand out, come out and talk to the people. They think they're too big. They think they're too good to talk to the people. So, you know, at the least, you know, they stepped out, you know, and at least, you know, showed the people that they're willing to listen. Because everything in life, all relationships in life, whether they're platonic relationships, whether they're business relationships or romantic relationships, family relationships, everything starts with effective communication. Effective communication. It all starts with effective communication. You know, so until you communicate, till you're able to effectively communicate with one another, where people can sit down and respect the views of each other, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You're not gonna get anywhere. But I'm about that action. So I'm like, what's up? Okay, what's next? What's the follow-up? Where we going after that? Okay, who we meeting with? You know, are we gonna do a committee or who's on the committee? Let's vet them. What's their background? I need to know all of that. I need all of that type of information. So this was not a peaceful protest because people in H-Town are weak or something. I think that we seen what's going on with a lot of the cities in other states, and we understand that shit, man. We ain't gonna really get nowhere burning our own shit down, but we gotta lay our head. You know, like, I understand the frustration, I understand the vandalism, I understand, you know, the people out there that's looting. You know, people are mad, people are frustrated. You got to think about the psychology of people that loot. Some people out there just strictly taking advantage of the situation, and then there's other people that's saying, you know what, fuck Gucci, you know, fuck Louis Vuitton, fuck all them motherfuckers. They overcharging people. They've been overcharging people for years, and they've been sticking it to me. Fuck Target. Target has been sticking it to me. They've been in our community. They ain't never gave back. They never did anything for the community. So guess what? I don't give a damn. I don't care what happens, you know, with these companies and corporations and stuff. So that's what it is. It's like some people are just out there just acting out, period. Some people are just acting out and saying, you know what, fuck all of them. I don't give a fuck. So, you know, if you're going to be critical of the vandals, you're going to be critical of the looters, if you're going to criticize the oppression, you know, first of all, show me your record of criticizing the oppression, and then I might respect your criticism of the resistance. But if you ain't got no criticism of the oppression and you just criticizing the resistance, you can go straight to hell, because I know what you're about. You don't give a damn about justice. You don't give a damn about the people. You care about you and what you can get out of it. And you feel like your life is being disrupted, or something might happen to you, or you might lose something. You might lose some type of opportunity. So I don't have no respect whatsoever for what you got to say. Now behind me is the convention center, directly behind me. I don't know if y'all can see that far back, but it's a line of police officers, like a few hundred of them, and it's people behind them. They're trying to make sure that people are not looting and vandalizing stuff. We haven't had any serious issues of that happening in Houston, and you know, I don't really foresee it happening right now, at least today. At this moment, there's a heavy police presence all over around City Hall for blocks. I mean, blocks and blocks and blocks. So there are some people that's super pissed and that's antagonizing the police, that's cussing the police out, and there's some people out here with signs that's saying F the police and all kinds of stuff. I mean, they going in. But, you know, but for the most part, the police are standing down and they taking it on the chin. And, you know, if in situations of unrest, when the people are fed up, that's the move right there. The move ain't getting on the phone, being the commander-in-chief, getting on the phone, talking to your governors and telling your governors to dominate their constituents. That's a damn fool that would do something like that. Not understanding that being dominant is what got us in this position in the first place. One person thinking that they got the right to tread on another person's civil rights, civil liberties, you know? So that's what's happening, fam. I just wanted to give y'all an update with what's going on. Again, this whole area just about an hour ago was jam-packed. You couldn't even see anything but bodies in every direction. H-Town showed up and showed out. If you watch the news tonight, I'm sure you'll see it. Again, everything, the protest went off without a glitch. The purpose of the protest was to bring awareness to the murder of George Floyd. I think we accomplished that. Big shout out to Trader Truth, Bun B, and all the organizers of this march. And, you know, also, you know, the people that the city officials, we had a lot of city officials that came out. You know, that's what leadership is about, man. Leadership is not about us against y'all. You know, leadership is about unity. Leadership is about solidarity. Leadership is about moving the culture, the community, the city, the state, the country forward. That's real leadership. That shit that Trump doing, he's a bitch ass nigga. That's bitch shit that he doing. That's fuckboy shit he's doing. That's racist shit that he's doing. So we ain't about that. So if you about that action, and you talking about moving the culture forward, moving the city, your state, your community, the country forward for real, you talking about solidarity, you talking about holding people accountable, holding police officers accountable, just like we're held accountable, then I got your back. Other than that, you can kick rocks. No more talk.